Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. NFL Picks Week 2. Big shout out to everybody that tuned into this last week. We got 11,000 views. Did not expect that at all.
12,000 views.
12,000 on the first week, which we honestly, when we decided to do this, we said we probably get like 1,500, 2,000 views, but at least we can separate it. But it became this whole other thing. So big shout out to everybody. If you're here from the MalloryBros primary channel, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. We're gonna be doing these every week, and you don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss it at all.
We reporting live from the damn gutter. Where you at?
Yeah,
he at his place. I'm at mine.
I'm at the crib. Terrell's at his crib. Hey, you'd love to see it.
Nah, yeah. Hey, look, without further ado, we are gonna get into this. But before we get into the picks, we are going to recap week 1. Had a great first week of football.
Yeah, we did. I think it was super entertaining from literally Thursday night all the way to Monday night. Like, I'm telling you, and it was funny because we was talking about how that Thursday night game was good. That Friday night game, the Eagles game, was good. Them two games. And I started off so well. My Chiefs pick went through, Eagles pick went through. And then on Sunday, I was very humble, believe it or not. Went 7-8 my first week. I had a lot of upset alerts.
Christ. Yeah, you did. You're wild. I went 13. No, I'm sorry. I went 12-4 my first week. I would say if you're looking at doing money lines, hey, look, go with me.
This is what I will say though. I am not upset at any upset alert pick that I picked. The Cardinals were beating on the Bills at first. Just Josh Allen happened. The Giants just completely blew up. That was my worst pick of the week. But Broncos was beating on the Seahawks at first. Couldn't pull it through. The Browns didn't upset the Cowboys. I thought the Browns would kind of like come out and show that they were reinvented team, but they really showed they are absolute garbage. If you look at that footage of
Deshaun looks bad, bro.
He looks bad. He looks like some fucking trash. So
he's just not even mobile for it. Like some of the sacks he was taking,
mobile.
I'm like,
he's a mobile guy.
But he's not. Some of the sacks he was taking, I'm like, Deshaun, you should have either thrown that away or something. It just wasn't looking good, bro.
Nah, it wasn't. And to be honest, that's one of them teams where I'm like, who knows what next week looks like. And then last but not least, of course, my Commanders did not upset the Bucs. I'm not mad at the picks because week 1 is all about true lottery. Nobody knew what was getting ready to happen. So even though you might lose a little bit of money off my picks week 1, I don't think that mindset is wrong. And watch week 2 is going to be the week with all the upsets. Watch. And I got much safer picks this week.
Nah, keep your tenacity. Keep your...
Well, I am, but also you don't want to get smoked 2 weeks in a row. And then it's like, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Terrance, stop trying to be Mr., see the vision, see it through.
Do we have any
big, real quick?
Uh-huh.
Shout out to, I don't know. Go ahead, Terrell.
I was going to ask you if we had any respect to pay for last week, and I think we do.
Yes, we do. I got all of my respect written down. First and foremost, I picked the Falcons. I need to respect the Steelers. Shout out to the Steel City. Terrell, I think you picked the Falcons too, right?
I did pick the Falcons. We owe respect to the Steelers.
Right, and
they
damn ATL,
got it done.
Y'all did not rise up.
They did not. And you know what? I did not think about Justin Fields getting the start over Russ because Russ was injured. My whole reason for picking the Falcons because I didn't trust Russ. But Justin Fields looked good. And I also have a theory about that Steelers team that I'm going to say. If Justin Fields go out there against my Broncos and pull out a W, Russ, that injury that got you sidelined for the first 2 weeks could end up you being QB too.
And I felt the same way. I'm like, all right, you can't really sit down for that long as, I definitely feel like, and he went out there and balled out. The picture of Justin Fields with Mike Tomlin, and they both smiling. I said,
I wouldn't
that's
say
not.
balled out. That offense still looks rough. The defense balled
You're
out.
right.
TJ Watt
Not
put on a
balled out.
masterclass. But
That's true.
the
I
Bills.
won't say he balled out.
Oh, I owe respect to the Chiefs. I got to give respect to the Chiefs. The Chiefs went out there and did that to the Ravens. That
Yes,
was
you
a
do.
great game Thursday night. And if we're going to be completely honest, Lamar Jackson, you have to make those 2 passes before the Isaiah Likely touchdown. That's just a
100%.
fact. You have to make those passes, and you have to leave a split clean for a little while. You have to make those passes. And Pat Mahomes, as much as it pained me to say it, he makes those passes before you even get to the toe out touchdown. He makes the one in the corner end zone, and he doesn't miss Zay Flowers. So, but the Chiefs look good, man. Worthy and Pat got into that system and was everything that everybody was afraid was going to happen on draft night. So,
Huge night for Worthy, especially being a rookie. First game, 2 tutties.
yeah.
I put my feet firm on this fucking turf. NFL, I'm here. I played a dude in Madden that just threw it up to Worthy. He had like 6 touchdowns, just straight lobs to Worthy. You would think Worthy is the new Tyreek Hill on Madden. Anyway, moving forward, gotta pay respect to the Steelers for beating the Falcons. Pay respect to the Cardinals pay respect to the Bills beating the Cardinals, who started hot as hell. I'm still kind of like leaning towards, the Cardinals in a real weird way, because I feel like, I don't know, something about them.
I wrote down that they got to get Marvin Harrison Jr. involved more. They got to get him involved. Not enough. I mean, come on.
You see Kyler missed him wide open on a play.
Yeah.
He had him wide open for almost like the game-winning touchdown, I think.
We got to pay respect to the Jacoby Brissett Patriots.
Yes, we do. That was next. Jacoby Brissett Patriots went out there and proved me all the way wrong.
And didn't you pick the Colts over the Texans? Upset alert.
I picked the Colts over the Texans. I owe the Colts respect. Well,
you owe the Texans
respect. The Texans respect, but also that Colts-Texans pick was not a bad pick in my opinion at all. I said, what happens when Ant Richardson's? And he did. They just couldn't put it through.
Yep. The Panthers are trash, bro.
Panthers suck.
The Panthers are bad. The Panthers are so bad. The Giants are so bad.
Saints
Raiders
almost.
Oh yeah, Raiders. I told y'all that the Chargers will come out there with a battery in their back because of what happened last year. But the Raiders, I told y'all I don't trust Garner Minshew in that offense, and it just don't look good. Maybe they turn it around soon. My Broncos did not look great. Bo Nix.
20 points though on the road in Seattle. That's better than y'all pass. Y'all not just a field goal 6-3 games. Y'all was not scoring. I honestly thought that y'all had them, especially on that last drive. Y'all had a shot, couldn't put it through. But that's why I say I wasn't too mad about the Broncos pick. That's another team that I just feel like I don't know what it is in the win, but like team surprise. So.
Yeah. And last but not least, for the respect, you owe the Lions one pride, respect. You do.
I do owe the Lions respect. They went out there and beat the Rams. But also the Rams, another pick that I'm not mad at, y'all. Didn't I tell you that Matt Stafford was going to go out there and put pressure on them boys? And I was talking to Rams fans on Twitter. All of a sudden, Rams fans are telling me, come on, we just beat a playoff caliber Rams team. We just beat Lions fans. Yeah, Lions fans telling me we just beat a playoff caliber Rams team. I'm sorry, maybe it's just me. I don't remember the Rams being such a threat until the end of last year.
But the Rams are solid, bro. First of all, I told y'all niggas was going to sleep on Cooper Kupp. Slept crazy. Kyron Williams is a beast, like I told y'all. Puka's out for 4 to 6 weeks. But
Kyron Williams did all right.
He did all right. But people slept on and continue to sleep on Cooper Kupp like he isn't the Triple Crown, like Super Bowl MVP caliber player that he is. They're like, okay, well, Cooper Kupp not the same no more. I've literally seen people say Cooper Kupp not really the same. What are y'all talking about? This man is still a dog. You see, he went out there and put up what, 120 plus.
But y'all know what they say. One game, Cooper Kupp definitely went out there and cooked 14 receptions for 110 yards and a tutty. He was targeted 21 times. Nigga like me had DeMarcus Robinson tickets. I had Puka tickets.
I had a Puka ticket too, but he left the game early and it just ruined everything.
Nah, yeah.
That's what cooked my ticket.
I'm glad that the Rams had somebody like Cooper Kupp to step up, but if he doesn't, what do the Rams look like that night? You know, I do not think that the Rams are a playoff caliber threat team. I don't think the Rams are more of a threat than the Buccaneers that we just got whooped by. I don't think the Rams are more of a threat than,
I don't either.
You know what I'm saying? So seeing the Lions fan try to act like, that's my thing with Lions fans. My issue with the Lions is not that they aren't good. It's just that they are put in an elite box. That the Lions are elite, but we watch them squeak games. You know what I mean? And to me, I don't see a super elite player on the Lions on offense. Y'all keep telling me that Amon-Ra St. Brown is a beast, but Amon-Ra St.
Williams.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, you're right. But also,
he showed up well, like he said he wanted to, and he showed up. He did.
He showed up well, but also, can we say that he's an automatic weapon on the Lions? No. I feel like the weapon on the Lions was supposed to be Amon-Ra, and he was where? Amon disappeared.
Nah, he did. Don't forget you got
3 receptions for 13 yards. That's just as bad as Terry McLaurin, 1 reception for 6 yards in Washington. And I'm telling you, the Lions can be beat by any team. I swear, any team that plays well can beat the Lions because the Lions, to me, are a good team. They have a great culture, but I don't see them as being elite. I'm not mad at the Rams pick at all.
One thing you got to remember about the Lions, though, is that the Lions know how to put points on the board. Last year, the Lions were, I think, one of the top teams when it came to the amount of points they put up. These motherfuckers can put points on the board. David, first of all, I will say this about the Rams. The Rams defense is a little soft putty because David Montgomery being able to break away for like 90 plus. Jahmyr Gibbs had like 40.
And
you
Brody,
gave up over 150.
That wasn't even until the end of the game. That was like all of a sudden y'all can't stop the run. You know what I mean? It was like, yo, y'all can't stop the run now? All of a sudden, bro, just going to blitz down the field just for the overtime? Okay. But like I said, I'm not mad at that pick. But look, let's get and move. Well, before we get to week 2, the last game we got to talk about, of course, is the Jets. Jets went out there against, why am I blanking?
49ers.
Sorry. No CMC. I thought that my ticket was cooked. I had money line 49ers. I think the Niners showed that they are an all-around beastly team. Fred Warner, he put up a DPOY type season. Type first game.
He did.
Fred Warner.
He ain't put up a better game than TJ Watt. TJ Watt was everywhere to the point where it was like, yo, this is ridiculous. They ended the game on his fumble recovery.
You know what? Like, TJ Watt had a great DPOY type of game too.
You know, I was a big Von Miller. You know, I'm a big Von Miller guy. So when people started shitting on my guy Von Miller for Aaron Donald, you know I took an issue with that. But then when I saw Aaron Donald get that sack and was like, ring me. I can't say shit to the thing. He went crazy.
What's that got to do with Watt?
That's exactly how I felt about TJ Watt because people be counting TJ Watt out. Oh, Myles Garrett is better. Micah Parsons is better. People always got TJ Watt like third when they talk about top defenders. They'll fuck around and put TJ Watt like third. That man is low key number 1.
I think people put him third just for the fact that he is injury prone. He cannot stay on the field for a whole season.
That is true.
Maybe he stayed on the field all last season, but then again, I don't think so.
I think he missed a few games.
I wouldn't put him top 3 though.
Why not? What he was able to do in the games he played after the games he missed.
Maybe
if he would have played them 4 or 5 games he missed, but
you taking him over Hutchinson and Detroit?
1,000%. 1,000%.
You taking him over
Hutch
Bosa?
too young.
You taking him over Bosa in San Fran?
Yes, 1,000%. Anybody will. I'm taking him over Micah Parsons.
I was just about to ask Micah next. That's crazy. You're tripping now.
TJ Watt over Micah Parsons 100%. 100%. Even though I love Micah. Micah is a fucking dog. But
Mike is a dog. And look, Cowboys. I owe Cowboys respect. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. They went out there and handled business, and they cashed me out. I ain't gonna lie. When they paid Dak that contract, y'all, my whole pick changed. I said, oh, he's going out there after getting that money. I have to prove that I earned this money. So I was like, damn. That was the one that I got some money from that game, but my NFL picks record is hurting because of it.
And also, they paid CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb went out there and had a good game.
CD.
Look at what happened in Cincinnati. You don't have T. Higgins on the field at all, right? Jamar Chase is still a question mark, right? Or did he get his money? I don't think he got his money yet. But he had a good game. But he
did not. Jamar Chase got locked up. He got locked the fuck up by Christian Gonzalez.
He did, but he was still like 6 for 60.
Are we gonna say that's a good game? You said he still had a good game.
It's not terrible.
He didn't have a terrible game, but he didn't. You can't say
he did get locked up.
Game.
He did get
locked up by a second-year guy that we should have. Anyway,
Jets and 49ers before we get out of week 1. The Jets and the Jets fans was popping big shit about them about to be going out here and being this big threat and them being the best defensive unit in the league. And to be honest, I did not see that from them this game. Now, what I won't do is disrespect that talent that they have. I'll say this. I think the Jets are easily – I'm going to say the Jets are still going to be a 10-win team. I can still see them winning 10-plus games. Just this was a game that you were supposed to win. This is a game against a team that's a Super Bowl caliber team that even if you lose – it's supposed to be 21-17, 24-20, last-minute field goal. It's supposed to go down like the Ravens and Chiefs game went down. Because what I tell you is this. Everybody saw that Chiefs-Ravens game, but nobody is saying that the Ravens are contenders. The Ravens were literally a toe-inch away. And, Lamar still got to deal with the you can't beat Pat Mahomes shit. But when they play again, there's no question about everybody thinking the Ravens still have a shot. The Jets went out there, bro. They defense looked Swiss cheesy as fuck. Swiss cheese defense. They was getting toe up in the run. Where was Quinnen Williams? Y'all was talking about nobody's running through Quinnen Williams. Anyway, I say all that to say Aaron Rodgers didn't look amazing, but he didn't look terrible. He didn't look as bad as like when we had Russ.
Nah, yeah. Standout performance has to be that young running back. Definitely cash me out. Is his name Gibson? Why am I tripping? His name is about to be.
I got you. I got it right here. Young boy. His name is Jordan Mason.
Jordan Mason, man. Anytime touchdown, Jordan Mason, man. He actually went out there in place of CMC and actually stood tall. And in the news of him saying that he was going to start on Friday, well, he was told that he would get the starting position. And then it didn't come out until later. I think that speaks to even more their confidence in that young man in the backfield. And it's just like that people aren't going to say it, but I think the main reason why the Niners won that game is because of their head coach. Their head coach is a fucking offensive mastermind. Y'all don't realize the Jets had no time on the field. No time on the field. They didn't even really play bad on offense. Aaron Rodgers didn't have a horrible game. I mean, he threw a pick, but he didn't have a horrible game. The Jets' offense didn't really look horrible. They just could not get anything going. They couldn't stay on the field. I think Shanahan really kind of worked the clock with his offense, and that's really where you start to see teams implode with the coaching.
That's a fact, and that's why we really can't indict this Jets team just yet because of how well coached that San Fran team is. Now, I'll tell you this.
That was my second pick for Super Bowl favorite, bro. If it's not the Chiefs, if it wasn't for the Chiefs, I think it's the 49ers.
And it also goes to show that Shanahan can make anybody run the ball well. We don't even know this kid. Y'all really went out there, Jets, and lost to a CMC-less 49ers team.
But what do you have to say to the folks who feel like there's a lot of running backs who could have had that night on Monday night behind that caliber offensive line? I mean, you got a very talented offensive line, especially on that left side. Washington legend. You know what's funny? Didn't they just pay Trent?
Yes, they did.
They just paid Trent. And you know what's funny? Why in Washington they were saying, come on back home, Trent, come on back home. Home? You mean a place that almost literally impacted his life forever? He's never coming
No
back
bullshit.
here.
Yeah. That'll never happen. But you know what, T? I felt the same way. And we're going to get into the week 2 picks. But I felt the exact same way about Saquon. Saquon had an amazing first performance with the Eagles. But honestly, I feel like he's going to be a candidate for Offensive Player of the Year. I feel like he's going to have a crazy 1,400 rushing season. But I also feel like anybody can do well in that Eagles offense.
Yeah.
We've seen DeAndre Swift look like a beast in that offense. We've seen Miles Sanders, and this is the thing about the Carolina Panthers, low-key got screwed. After Miles Sanders' Eagles year, right, the good year he had with the Eagles, y'all pick him up. He doesn't look that great in Carolina. I think he had like 30 yards or something like that.
Now, we do have to give the week 1 thing because it is just week 1.
Yeah, true. That's true.
So he ain't gonna look. He might not have looked good week 1. That needs to be said. He didn't look good week 1.
I think my overarching point is the fact that Saquon looked great because he is great, and with that line, he's gonna win. He's gonna go crazy.
Saquon look. The Eagles look Super Bowl ready. It was
No,
like, okay, how is Saquon?
No, they don't.
How is Saquon
No, they
gonna
don't.
adapt?
The Eagles don't look
so.
Super Bowl ready. You know why? Quarterback. Jalen Hurts now. You're back. You're already back to leading the league in turnovers after week 1. 2 picks, 1 fumble.
That don't mean the Eagles don't look like they're not about to go to the Super Bowl. And at what point do we talk about a team that the Eagles went out there and beat? I don't think the Packers are super elite, but they're a Lions type of team. Very much respected, very much a threat. They have a brand new young quarterback who didn't look that bad.
Didn't look that great either, though. I was looking for more from Jordan Love. Jordan Love looked good, but they look real 9-7-ish to me.
And that's exactly how I feel about Detroit. Like, you can't play with them.
Detroit
only they can,
games.
You know.
And Amon Ra, Detroit gonna win. Detroit gonna win 11-12 games, easy. They put up too many points. You're asleep on Amon Ra. He's gonna pop. But let's get to the week 2 picks.
Now, before we get there, Terrell, I do want to just say this.
You know how many times we have said this?
But this has nothing to do with picks. It's just me talking to the people that are watching. So, big shout out to everybody that is tapped in. Before we get into the week 2 picks, shout out to everybody that's watching. If you came from the podcast, we're super happy to have you. We want you to hit the subscribe button so that you can get these notifications. We got 2 videos dropping a week versus the 1. So just so you stay tapped in and you don't miss it. Plus, we shooting right before the Thursday night game. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And we're going to try to keep it going. But, Terrell, let's get into week 2.
2 starts on Thursday night, a.k.a. tomorrow night with we got another great Thursday night game. I hope they keep this up on Prime Video, which is annoying as fuck. Bills at Dolphins. What you got?
I'm definitely going to go and lean towards the Dolphins. We didn't talk about it, but Tyreek Hill and dealing with what he dealt with the getting arrested before the game, that was just some bullshit. Shout out to him and Calais Campbell. They were just completely violated and not treated like the stars they were. I can't help but think, okay, if that's Cooper Kupp, is he face down on the ground like that? Even if that's Puka Nacua, you know, is he face down on the ground? You take Calais Campbell out of his whip. If that's Nick Bosa, is he getting arrested? That's why I say you try not to make it a race thing, but when it comes to the police and the way that these guys are treated and their stars, it's kind of whack. So you love to see the Dolphins get out there and beat 2 levels of adversity. Yes. I don't see them slowing down, bro. I see the Dolphins going out there and beating up on the Bills team. They're gonna be at home. Bills struggled like fuck against the Cardinals. Even though I think the Cardinals came out with a different energy, but I'm going Dolphins. I don't think the Bills are gonna stop that hot train. We just beat the Feds.
Nah, yeah. Tariq in the end zone with the celebration, putting the hands behind the back. He's
Literally
just
iconic, bro.
a legendary moment from a player that's in his history book now. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be something. That's like that gave me T.O. with the get your popcorn ready with T.O. threw the popcorn in the face mask. Just
Those
iconic pictures. Yeah, pictures in time. I am gonna pick the Miami Dolphins as well, specifically because they are at home, and honestly, primarily because they are at home. This Bills team can put points on the board. And this is really going to come down to, you know what, Terrance?
What?
I think I just may pick the Bills. I don't trust prime time Tua. I'm picking the Bills to win on the road in Miami. And I do think they split. So I think Miami will go to Buffalo and get a win. But I may be wrong for this. I just think Josh Allen, after that first half, got really hot. I think that's what he needed to just get back to form. But I think the Bills are going to win this game, and I'm going to make it a 28-21 type situation for these teams.
Yeah, the Dolphins are basically 3-point favorites. So that would be an upset to see the Bills go out there and beat them. But like you said, this is a essential new look Bills team in a way, but not. But what is, but not. So we'll see. Yeah. I know in the past they've definitely shown up a little bit better, but we'll see.
And I slept on them with their receiving core, but they made that motherfucker work.
Yeah,
but
because of their week one performance, you can't count them out.
Yeah. So I got Bills, you got Dolphins.
Yes, sir. Here we go again.
All right, bet. Sunday, we got Raiders at the Baltimore Ravens coming to the bank. This is easy. I'm going Ravens. Don't even have a lot to say.
I don't have a lot to say either. I'm going Ravens. I think Ravens are a Super Bowl caliber team. I don't know why the hell they got the Raiders power rankings less than my Commanders. There's no other. I don't think there's a worse team in the league than the Giants and my Commanders. But they also have the Raiders right there. Might not be their year this year. I'm going with the Ravens. Ravens, low-key, Ravens fans, if y'all lose this game and you start the season 0-2, we're going to stop talking the way that we've been talking. And the Ravens need to I feel like they need to feed Henry more. They was treating Henry like he just a regular running back. What the hell?
Yeah, you got to get him.
Henry literally got like 60 yards first quarter or like 40 yards. No, he didn't. Because we were staring at this man's run. I think some of us took him for 40 yards, and he struggled to get that. We like, yo, give this man the ball.
They give him.
He came out and got that first tutty.
Yeah. And when he did that, I said, oh, this is exactly what we was afraid of. But they didn't give him enough touches. I think he gets way more touches against Oakland.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that go. The next game we got is Chargers at Panthers. Another one that was easy. I picked the Chargers because the Panthers are terrible.
Another one that's easy. I picked the Chargers too. If the Panthers can upset, we'll all be surprised. But based on what we saw week one, I'm sticking with the Chargers. Let's go.
And
shout out to my boy Don.
I hate the fact that the Chargers are about to be 2-0 because y'all really not that great. And you know how I give it up. Y'all are not that great.
They're getting a lucky, easy start.
So y'all about to start 2-0. We about to probably start 0-2, whatever. But I just hate whatever. Next 1 o'clock game is Saints at Cowboys. Now this one I had to think about, but I picked the Cowboys to win at home.
I think I as well picked the Cowboys to win at home. The Saints went out there and got a big win this past week against the Panthers. Completely different defense. Y'all are getting ready to get a rude awakening. And look, if you shock, you shock. But I mean, damn, y'all.
And the Cowboys are favorites, you said?
The Cowboys are definitely favorites. I don't know about how much. The Cowboys are 6-point favorites. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys to keep it safe. As much as I want to say the New Orleans Saints are hot, we still need to figure out if they got lucky week one or if they legit. So I'm going to keep it safe and go with Cowboys.
Yeah, I will say that too. And I think it's going to be a little closer than people think. I think it's going to be another one of those nail-biter joints. High-scoring game, nail-biter. But then again, that Cowboys defense is very different than the Panthers defense y'all just played, Saints. You're not getting 47 on that Cowboys defense. What you think about
100%.
Trayvon Diggs coming back, getting a pick?
I think Trayvon Diggs is, and this is just me being, okay, you talked about how you're a Chiefs hater and you're a Chargers hater. I'm a Cowboys hater, a Commanders fan. I will say this, and y'all probably won't agree. I feel like Trayvon Diggs, I feel like if you look at every single one of his interceptions. All right. You see this shit?
He's getting attacked. He's getting attacked.
You can see it though, right?
I can see it, yeah, for sure.
I thought I was a sunflower or some shit.
You out there joint bright as hell.
All right, anyway. Trayvon Diggs, it's a big ass bumblebee behind you.
Yeah.
Look,
if I get stung.
What he did is he allowed a big ass trained wild bumblebee, Africanized
attack bee, trained to hate black people. To nearly sting me to death.
You never seen that, boo? National security? Come on. Anyway, that looked like a damn bird. Every one of Trayvon Diggs, put me on big screen, Terrell.
I got you.
Every single one of Trayvon Diggs' interceptions be lucky as somebody tipped it, he was right there. I have not seen this crazy ball hawk, only on a couple picks, but I swear, I despise the man. And I think, once again, you got lucky because you was in the right place at the right time behind a great defense. I firmly believe if Trayvon Diggs came to Washington, he would just be getting cooked. Because you got Micah Parsons and that great-ass defense, you shine in the group, you know? To me, Trayvon Diggs is cool, but look at what Bland did last year when you were gone. The same thing behind that great defense. So
and both weren't great.
And both to me ain't that great.
Both are ball hawks. Both are ball hawks. I got to give Trayvon Diggs credit, though. Before he got injured, his coverage grades were a lot better than they were the year prior when people gave him shit for it. So we'll see how he looks this year. But moving along, we got Buccaneers who just bust y'all ass at the Lions. One pride. No, Lions, I think, will lose very few games in the dome. So I will be picking the Lions to win. I think Baker Mayfield, it's a different secondary. It's a different defense. It's a different pass rush. It's just different. And I feel like the Lions can put up more points, unfortunately, than y'all. So I'm picking the Lions.
My upset alert of the day is going to be this game right here. People say, oh, why does Terrance hate the Lions? I do not hate the Lions, y'all. I don't. I just think that they could be beat. This is what I'll say. The Buccaneers are 7-point underdogs. I just watched the Buccaneers go out there and legit dismantle our defense. Our defense played bad, but also they were not dropping anything. Baker Mayfield was throwing Patrick Mahomes level passes. He's scrambling. He's throwing no look. We said, damn, everybody was like, why do we go out and make everybody look good? As much as I want to believe that our defense is one of the worst in the league, I also think that the Buccaneers actually went out there and played well. Mike Evans had 2 tutties. Chris Godwin had a touchdown. Rashad White, their running back, went nuts. I feel like they played well on every side of the ball to the point where I feel like any upset that's going to happen this week is going to be those Buccaneers going to Detroit, who is I'm telling you, I do not see the Rams being so much better than the Bucs. Like, the Rams are a competitive team, so are the Buccaneers. Buccaneers have great coaches, a franchise that just won a Super Bowl recent. A lot of those players are still there. I'm going with the Buccaneers over the Lions. Because guess what? Where was Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Terrance,
I don't think y'all just going to I don't think y'all going to win with one guy showing up.
I forget who we were talking about when I was trying to shit on. I was talking about the Miles Sanders, and you were like, it's just week 1. It's the same thing for Amon-Ra.
Man, just Amon-Ra, you are acting as if you are Jay Jetta's level. Now, if Jay Jetta's go out there, because Terrell told me Amon-Ra St. Brown was a top 5 receiver in the league.
I said top 10, and he is.
Well, if
he had 1,500 yards, 10 TDs last year.
Well, if you're a top 10 receiver in the league, then you need to show up. And 3 for 13, y'all would never let me get Terry off being a top receiver in the league when he go 1 for 6. But I'm supposed to just act like Amon-Ra had a bad game? No, he got strapped the fuck up.
He
Sorry.
did. He did.
You got strapped.
But the same way you know Terry is gonna pop, you know Amon-Ra gonna pop.
We hope so. Do y'all know Terry gonna pop? Or y'all gonna say, nah, he's washed?
If you think Terry McLaurin is washed or is not gonna pop, you're tripping. I'm not holding that one game over Terry head, and I'm not holding the one game over Amon-Ra. But one thing about you is you're a Lions hater, and you always gonna find a reason to pick against the Lions, and you will see when they bust ass, they don't lose at home, bro. They're not going to Tampa Bay. These motherfuckers coming to the D.
That's why I said it is an upset alert. If it's my money, I'm putting my money on +7 Buccaneers. Go against the spread. If they lose, maybe by a field goal, but I think the Buccaneers stay competitive in this game.
Yeah. All right, bet.
All right.
Next game we got. We got a lot of 1 o'clock games this week.
Yeah, we do.
Colts at Packers. Malik Willis is the Packers quarterback with Jordan Love out 4-6. I'm picking the Colts because the Colts managed to put up 27 points. Anthony Richardson looked good, if you ask me.
Anthony Richardson
Alec
looked great
Pierce,
to me.
131 in a tutty.
Yeah. Michael Pittman, did he show up?
Michael Pittman did. He had what did Michael Pittman do last week? But Michael Pittman popped a little bit. He didn't have as good as a game as Alec Pierce, but he looked good.
I'm definitely going to go with Anthony Richardson and the Colts just because I feel like I don't trust Malik Willis leading that team. Even though they're going to be at home.
Too green around the
game.
I
got to keep my picks safe.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson did pop. Michael Pittman was 4 for 31. He didn't really have a crazy game. Alec Pierce had the crazy game. He was 3 for 125. Wasn't like he had like 8-9 receptions. He just had that touchdown that Anthony Richardson just threw up, and that shit ended up being a perfect pass.
Nah, no bullshit. That was one of the most insane plays of the year already. That to me was one of my top plays of week 1. Damn, can you hear that, Nody? You probably
No, I can't hear anything from you. All right, bet. So Colts are gonna take that. Sorry, Packers fans. Browns at Jaguars. I've got to take the Jags. Deshaun Watson, I think truly and honestly, if he don't get it together, he's going to get benched, and they're going to put in Jameis
Winston.
Because at this point,
talking.
Yeah.
He talking that sideline up.
He is. He's a great leader. So, and you know what you're going to get from somebody like Jameis. We, at this point, still don't know really what Deshaun is. You're not the guy that we saw in Houston. You're not him. And now that CJ Stroud there, we starting to even forget about your Texans run. Because you know what I'm saying? We got more hope for CJ Stroud now and what they getting ready to do than when it was you and Damian Pierce and them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know who Deshaun is right now, but until he show up, I'm going to take the Jags. I think the Jags are going to be salty about that L they just took. And Jags, you did blow it this week, week 1, but taking the Jags.
I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns, believe it or not. Upset alert. Hey, Cleveland. Bruh had a bad game, week 1. Bruh had a bad game. Deshaun Watson showed his mobility. He didn't necessarily show that he has the smarts to keep up with this level of play. So I think with his back being up against the wall now, he has to go out there and prove himself. He still has people on his team that I feel like can make plays. I think one of the worst losses of week 1 was the Jaguars. Y'all were up 17-3, apparently, and blew that game. Now, it is the Dolphins. Well, apparently, look.
They was up 17-7 or 3 and blew it.
Y'all was up and blew it. I think that is such a deflating loss for week 1 to be up and blow it. I feel like the Jaguars are just like the Lions. They be good, but then are you? You're a great team. Are you? I think the Browns backs are up against the wall, and I think they're going to go out there and beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think the Jaguars are defeated. Now, this is an upset alert. Believe it or not, the Browns are 3.5-point underdogs. So this would be an upset alert. It's
and
me.
I'll tell you this. Mm-hmm.
I'm putting my money on the spread against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I will tell you this. The Cleveland Browns, I think they had the best defense in the league rated last year. You still got to deal with Myles Garrett. You still got to deal with Denzel Ward. You still got dogs on that defense. It ain't going to be easy. Deshaun and them was just that bad.
Deshaun and them was just that bad.
And even that, I gotta shoot the Browns fans. I'm gonna shoot the Browns fans some credit. He wasn't, oh my God, terrible. But honestly, bro, that stat line is so bad. He had like 37, 40 yards. But you know what? There was a lot of quarterbacks this week that it seemed like struggled to even get to 100 yards. Did you notice that?
100%. Aaron Rodgers at 165. I don't know what quarterbacks went off, but yeah, a lot of quarterbacks definitely struggled getting to.
And we were talking about the betting
170 yards.
We were talking about how the odds were for people to get 200 yards. It was like, you know what I'm saying?
It was
you would get no money for it. But everybody struggled. But
one thing I will say, just to give the Browns fans a little bit of whatever, they did not go up against a Lions first week. Y'all didn't go up against Jaguars first week. Y'all went up against a Cowboys team that's low-key. They're strapped the fuck up. Trayvon Diggs is back.
Okay. The Lions
they don't have Pollard back there anymore, but they got the young boy. I forget his last name, starts with a D.
So who you think is a better team between the Cowboys and the Lions?
Dallas Cowboys, easy. I think the Cowboys washed the Lions.
The Lions dust them off. The Lions dust the Cowboys off easy. Terrance,
what about the Lions tells me that they get to go out against that Cowboys defense that's why I was saying we got to shoot the Browns bail. The Cowboys defense went out there and was the Cowboys defense. They can make any quarterback look that bad. Luckily, Deshaun was able to make shit happen on the floor, but you're looking at a Dallas defense that's been playing together for a little while now. They could arguably have one of the best defenses in the league. But that's me trying to absolve the Browns.
I just think that the Lions are a 12-plus win team, 11-plus win team. Damn. I'm going to need to grab my charger.
Dude down there got a Niners jersey on. He got a Purdy jersey on down there.
And look, he looked good. But back to the picks.
He looked okay.
Because we're getting off topic. We both picked the Jags. All right, bet. We got 40.
You picked the Jags, I picked the Browns.
You picked the Browns. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
49ers at Vikings. I'm going with the 49ers. I don't have a lot to say at all. Vikings and Sam Darnold look good. Y'all was able to, do y'all thing. This is a completely different unit in San Fran, with San Fran coming to town.
I agree. As much as I want to, throw an upset alert. Oh, they hot. Oh, they got Jay Jettas. Nah. I think I'm going to keep it safe and go with the 49ers. I think the 49ers might also have one of the best defenses in the league, y'all. And
not even a question.
Their coach. But, and how about Kittle, man? Even Kittle's continuing his slump from last year.
What?
Him. You don't remember towards the end of the year, Kittle would, not show up.
Nah, yeah, I
absolutely he disappeared towards the end of the year for real. So we're going to see what type of player he's going to be.
He was 4 for 40 last week. I think with Kittle, though, he's more than a stat line because Kittle is so great as a blocker, as a, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so Debo actually is the one who stopped at one point, didn't show up, fell off type shit. I think he had like 700 yards last year. People was like, you're supposed to be 1,000-yard receiver plus. So
to me, Debo Samuel, yeah. He's another one of those guys that people would say is elite, but
we need to see it.
We need
in that system. He's a great player. You see, they gave him the ball a couple of times. They ran the ball with Debo. Debo is a special player, but when we start having a receiver conversation,
he's not a threat on the field.
He's not a top 10 receiver in the league, if you ask me. Our bet. Your home away
Moving
from home
forward.
Seahawks. Home away
That's
from
who
home
I owe respect
Seahawks.
to. I
At,
never paid respect to the Seahawks after they beat y'all.
oh,
I
you
picked
picked
y'all
us?
last week. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I mean, they
So,
didn't look great, if we're being honest. They didn't look great, but they looked all right. I did pick them this week. They got the Patriots, so we got Seahawks at Patriots. I picked the Seahawks to win this game. I did.
the Titans looked like all right for the first, what,
Patriots.
2 quarters of last game? And then they just blew up against the they're not going up against the Titans, Terrell?
No, it's Seahawks at Patriots.
Oh, I'm looking at the Jets Titans game before. Okay, sorry. This is arguably just an NFL rivalry in my opinion. Patriots Seahawks, just because of the crazy Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my home away from home. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. I like Smith and Jigma. I like the defense a little bit, but I think the safer pick is to go with the Seahawks. I don't know if Brissett is gonna just is the Brissett Patriots gonna come out 2-0. That would be super impressive if so. But I'm going Seahawks. Home away from home. Come on, 206.
I went Seahawks too.
A-Train was also being a fake devoted fan this past
She watched
weekend.
a lot of the game. She watched a lot of the game.
I gotta watch the game on the iPad. Yeah. You're giving me the finger, yeah. But
all right, y'all look.
The Seahawks have some excitement. All right, yeah, let's go.
Jets at Titans. Jets win this game.
Jets win this game.
Will
and
Levis
Titans fans, y'all looked all hype for the first couple quarters, Terrell.
There's some hope there, but Will Levis is a big question mark for me still, especially after that comeback. I gotta go.
Man, I would love to see the Jets lose.
Yeah, I would love to see the Jets lose just because that would be a crazy thing. It will create great conversation for like people to talk about. But I really honestly think they got too much talent. They're gonna show, and then they're gonna be very, very triggered after this loss that they had first week and having to hear everybody clown them for this whole week. They're gonna show up. Biggest game in our region this week. New York Giants at Washington Commanders. Y'all first home game of the year. I picked the Commanders to win this game, Terrance. I'm going to give you big screen so you can plead your case because I don't all the way know if y'all going to be able to do this.
If I had to put my money up, y'all, I'm picking the Giants. I'm picking the Giants because
you picking against your Redskins. I mean, but these are
we played so damn bad. We played so bad, y'all, that if we win, I feel like it would truly be an upset. And believe it or not, they have us as the favorites to win this game. I think we're a 3-point favorite.
Terrance, no. You are doing what Skip Bayless, you hate that Skip does. You're doing it right now.
I'm not.
And you know what it is.
I'm not.
You're trying to say y'all going to lose so that if y'all lose, it is what it is. But then if y'all win, you get to talk shit and you don't get to have no smoke because if y'all lose because you didn't pick y'all. That's what you're doing right now. Now go ahead.
This is an NFC East rivalry. Whoever wins, talk shit. We were the trashiest team last year with Sam Howell. We done had Heineke. We done had fucking Dwayne Haskins. We haven't had a quarterback for 7 years almost. But does that stop the Eagles, Giants, and Cowboys from literally talking the most shit to the Commanders fans all year? No. That's why I say, you know what? Both of us are trash this year on the defensive side of the ball and arguably on the offensive side of the ball. We don't have no receivers. If they just put 2 guys on Terry, who's going to pop? McCaffrey? De'Ami Brown? Zacchaeus? No. None of these guys I don't believe, can pop. And watching Daniel struggle last week, I said, what I'm not about to do is act like we're going to go out here against the Giants. We went out there against the Giants last year and lost both games. And I feel like we was better than them last year. I don't think that they were that good. I think the same team you see this year, that's why I say, you know what? All of my Commanders fans are saying, oh, they say we're going to lose to the Giants. They say we got to lose to the Giants. Guess what, y'all? Where is our confidence coming from? We got toasted. The Giants, yeah, they look bad on offense, but how many times have we seen the Giants look bad on offense against the Commanders? Never.
I think the
If
anomaly.
you want to take money, take the player props against the Commanders. Somebody's going to cook us. Somebody. Oh, Malik Neighbors, look, breakout game. Daniel Jones, look, take him for 100+ yards. It always happens with us and the Giants. We find a way to give them the game. I'm picking the Giants.
The difference in this game will be Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is one of the only rookie quarterbacks that actually looked pretty decent last week against a Buccaneers team that's fresh off of the second round of the playoffs last year.
That's very true.
That went out there and beat a Philadelphia Eagles team last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you played a solid team in the Todd Bowles Bucks. I think Jaden Daniels has an even better game this week. I think Terry McLaurin has an even better game. I think you see more Austin Eckler this game. And I think y'all win this game, especially they come in Landover. I think y'all are going to win. I can't believe that you're not picking your team. And I feel like,
if I'm not mistaken, bro, we might have lost the last 4 games to the Giants. We might have legit lost the last 4 games. It's been a minute since we like.
Who's that quarterback?
Daniel Jones.
Heineke, Howell.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You got a nigga that can.
It don't be that Heineke and the quarterbacks don't like show up. All of a sudden, I'm telling you, the Giants turn into 2008 Giants when they play the Commanders. That's why I say, if it's any upset alert this week, y'all, or if it's any, it could go either way, it's this game. Also, let me just say this. The 2 fucking worst teams in the league are the Giants and Commanders. The 2 worst teams in the league. I don't care what y'all say. Like, we have such a... I'm not going to talk that much about... Like, I thought the Commanders would upset week 1. Now, after seeing that defense, no.
Man, what I think is I didn't see Jaden Daniels getting sacked or, as many times as Sam Howell and Heineke was. I was seeing JD5 roll out, and then all of a sudden I have nowhere to throw, but on some Lamar Jackson that we saw on Thursday night shit, I'm about to just run for 15 yards. And
but
that
this is my
turns
thing also.
Into points.
Does the Giants, can we say the Giants have a better defensive line than the Buccaneers? Is that blasphemous? With Kayvon Thibodeau, their crazy D tackle that they just played. I feel like the Giants' D-line is not like garbage. I don't know. Thibodeau worked out. He ain't Chase Young.
Y'all don't
Thibodeau is up there.
They got Levante David. They got Vita Vea. The Bucks, they got Jamal
Vita Vea, but the Giants have that D tackle that's a beast. Vita Vea big, but is he...
Yes. A monster. Terrance, you sleeping on your own squad. But you know what? You're not. You know y'all probably going to win. You know that. But you know what?
That's my thing. Like I said, it could go either way. I definitely want us to win, but I'm afraid, bro. I'm a dude who's picked the Giants the last 3 games and we lost. And you couldn't make it doesn't make sense. All of a sudden they come out and ball out. But let's move forward.
All right, come on, because we got a few more games left. Rams at Cardinals.
First 4 o'clock game of the day.
Right, only 3 4 o'clock games this week.
This is the one that I scratched my head on, Terrell.
I scratched my head on this one too.
I said, actually upset alert, give me the Cardinals. Oh, okay.
I picked the Rams. Because of what I saw from Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp. I feel like that duo is back. I don't know what that Cardinals defense is going to be able to do with Kyron Williams either. But then again, I think we may see a Marvin Harrison Jr. pop this week.
That's why I
think Tyler can get active. I don't know.
I'm
taking the Rams just because. I'm taking the Rams.
I'm going to take the Rams just because right now you have the Cardinals as a 1.5 favorite against the Rams. 1.5? That means it could go any way, y'all. That means it could literally go either way. If it's me, I'm going to put my money on the Cardinals. I think I'm going to take the favorites. I'm going to go with Kyler Murray and that hot start that they started with. They weren't able to hold it together, but maybe against the Rams, be it that they are at home, it's a division rival.
I'm going to go with the
yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Rams. We're going to see how it turn out. Next game we got
y'all boys, Terrell squad, and it ain't black and gold. What's y'all colors?
Are
True
you kidding me?
orange and varsity blue. Some bullshit.
Orange Crush, boy. Orange Crush.
Orange Crush. Y'all, when you can't just say orange.
Hey,
we got
Steelers at Broncos. They coming up to the Mile High City. Let me just tell you, it's hard to breathe up there. And guess what? You're bringing a motherfucking op back. And you see, Justin Fields is going to get the start. Nah, we want Russ. We want Russ to start.
Terrell, you really don't want Russ to start because I feel like he'll get out there and get the carving y'all up just on GP that he played for y'all last year.
And you know what? If I'm being completely honest, I think we're going to lose this game.
Wow. So you picking against your squad.
I'm picking
against his squad.
I'm keeping it 100 now this year. I love my Broncos to death. I will never pick the Chiefs over us. Ever. I'll take that loss every week. I'll never pick the Raiders over us or Chargers. Nobody in division. But I can be honest about the Steelers, and I hate the Steelers. Every time we play the Steelers, it gets close and then we lose. But ever since the Peyton Manning days were over. But I just saw what TJ Watt and that defense did, and I don't see Bo Nix, who struggled this past week with the Seahawks, who still have a dope defense. I just don't see him being able to do anything with this Steelers defense. Now, if Justin Fields go out there and play like ass, then we could be all right, because our defense ain't trash. But I just don't see us winning this game. I don't.
I went with the upset alert, man. I'm going with the Denver Broncos to go out there and knock off the Steelers. I feel like the Steelers, low-key, still in a way, I feel like they won that game. And, yeah, we were all happy to see the Steelers win that game. I get it. What was the score? 18-10. I honestly feel like the Falcons had a rough start more than the Steelers dominated in a way. I feel like the Falcons was not on it. Kirk Cousins did not look like the Kirk Cousins we know. He's with a brand new team. Y'all going out there against a Denver team that for some reason I got the hots for this Denver team for some reason. I don't know what it is. Like you said, Pat Surtain and that defense isn't horrible, and they don't necessarily have a specific a set running situation. A set quarterback situation in Pittsburgh. Now, what you think, Najee Harris? He might get out there and turn up a little bit on y'all, but
no, I don't see that. Najee, I don't see nobody just running all over us. I don't see that. Cause we got
maybe I'll take a George Pickens anytime tutty.
Not if he's across from PS2.
Damn, not if he's on PS2.
Or Jaquan McMillan. Riley Moss played like trash. Our white boy cornerback. Everybody was like, "He's a white boy, but he's a beast." He got smoked this past week. We want Jaquan McMillan in that game. So
when you look at that the Steelers team, I don't really see a huge standout performance other than Najee Harris, who carried it 20 times for 70 yards. But 20 times for 70 yards kind of seems like throwing for 200 yards, but you threw it 40 times. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna probably screw my record up even more, and let's take a chance, Broncos. Y'all. Let's ride with the Broncos. Let me see what the odds are. The Broncos are actually
3-point favorites. No, we're gonna be underdogs.
Underdogs. 2 point.
Underdog.
Y'all are 2.5 point underdogs, which means low key, y'all. This is another one where you could go money line either way. Let's sweat, man. Let's sweat. Let's get a good sweat going. Give me the Denver Broncos. Come on, Bo.
All right, bet. Look, big game. 425. This is going to be the game of the week for a lot of people. Bengals going to Arrowhead to play the Chiefs. I picked the Chiefs because the Bengals always start off playing like trash, but they could pop, and it could be a good game because Burrow, I think, is going to get more and more comfortable. He talked on podcasts. He was on Pivot. He was on a couple places where he said he want to turn up this year. And I know he got that itch to get a W against Kansas City. Everybody does. But I don't think they're going to be able to beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead. I don't think they will.
I also am going with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are 5-point favorites in this regard. I definitely would take also. I'm taking the spread. Give me the Chiefs at 5.5. They're the favorites. I don't care what y'all say. You think we afraid of the Bengals? Even if the Bengals pull this through, well, they'll see y'all later. I picked the Chiefs simply on the fact that they have come off of a Super Bowl victory and a Week 1 victory. I think they got the ball rolling the way that they wanted to, and now they can keep it going. This is a home game for them. Bengals are coming out of nowhere to Kansas City to try to, get things back to where they need to be. But I was disappointed with the Bengals Week 1. I definitely picked the Bengals, and they screwed me. So I don't think anybody expected the Bengals to go out there and lose to a Jacoby Brissett-led Patriots team. Give me the Chiefs. It's the easiest money all week. Or your safe money is the Chiefs. But that's the one that when it don't hit, you like, oh, damn. That's like when you take the Aces versus anybody. They're the best team in the WNBA. They should win tonight. They go out there and lose.
Yeah.
All right.
And with the Bengals starting trash last year and then this year already 0-1 when people thought y'all was going to win, I'm not picking y'all.
We're going to keep the money safe. Right. All right, let's go to the Sunday night game. Believe it or not, y'all, my Rookie of the Year picks have changed. It's no longer a shoe-in for Caleb Williams. If you already put the bet in, don't worry. All I'll say is Jaden Daniels, our guy, looks like the real standout because we got the Bears at the Texans, and Caleb Williams did not look that good last week, y'all.
He did not.
He looked very middle of the pack. Some people were blaming the nails. Some people blamed first game jitters. But also, this is coming from a guy who says, I don't get nervous. I just go out and I just say go. All right. Well, you looked like you should have modeled because it's mid again. But I'm going to go with the Houston Texans, man, at home. And I feel like I would love to see Caleb Williams go and lead that team against the Texans. But I think the Texans might have a little coming out party.
That's it. I think the Houston Texans are going to win this game. It's at Houston?
In Houston.
The Houston Texans I got winning this game. I don't know why people slept so crazy on Stephon Diggs, but did I not tell you that man was wide receiver 1? People said, nah, it's Nico Collins and Tank Dill and then Stephon because he fell off. No. It's the reason why they made him captain, and he showed it in that first game. I think C.J. Stroud shows the little bit of seniority that he has over Caleb. And I think y'all go out here and you don't get as lucky as you got last week. Even though their defense did show up strong for them and create some turnovers, and I think they had a return for I think they had like an interception return for a touchdown, something like that in that Bears game. I don't think you get that lucky again. You're going to have to go out here and really beat this Texans team that's already playoff experience and just added a dog in Stephon Diggs who had 2 touchdowns last week. So
that's actually very true. I'm rolling with the Texans as well. Texans are 7-point favorites. I'd take that. I think the Texans going to go out there and handle the Bears. But also, remember I told y'all the Bears are like a super sneaky team. I feel like they have some talent on that team. Keelan Allen, DJ Moore, the running back, Montgomery. Oh, no, Montgomery's in whatever. So who's the running back there? Khalil Herbert, and who else? Oh, Swift for the Bears.
DeAndre Swift, yeah. David Montgomery just had a great game for the
Lions.
Yeah.
Lions. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, give me the Texans. And a 2-0 start would be hella good for them.
Yeah. And then look, easiest game of the week to pick for me was this Monday night football game. Falcons at Eagles. I pick the Eagles. At the Eagles, I know Kirk is still getting over that injury. And the offense changed because of that. So I think that was saying that they did a lot of pistol, a lot of play action, a lot of stuff to like take it easy on Kirk coming off the injury, but they're not going to be able to do that. And they can't sustain the offense that way. You cannot play that way against this Eagles team. So
I agree.
I'm picking the Eagles. I thought that was an
Eagles defense is going to put pressure on, I think, a little bit more pressure on them than who y'all just lost to. So
for sure.
Who did they just lose to? Oh, the Steelers. I don't know, man. They did go up against a beastly TJ Watt going yay. But you're right.
I do got an anytime.
Go ahead.
I got an anytime Jalen Hurts turnover. fumble or interception.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I still hate the Eagles. I still hate you, motherfuckers. And Jalen Hurts got a lot to prove. He looked good for a little while, then he threw another pick.
Terrell's Eagle hate, unfortunately, now is bigger than mine, and I'm a Commanders fan. I hate him. But we both can't hate them equally. It looks like we just hate the Eagles. Anyway, I hate them. And I'm picking the Eagles, even though I hate them. I'm picking the Eagles to go out there and handle shit against the Falcons. Y'all should win that game. You can be at home. I feel like they might come out and put some pressure on y'all, but like I said, the way Saquon looked first week, it's only a matter of time because you had a chill night from Smith. You didn't have a huge night from A.J. Brown, even though you had a big night. But, like, damn, when this guy pops, okay, cool. Everybody else might be chilling, but, like, what happens when this person chilling? Then they got another person that could pop.
Yeah.
So that's going to be it for week 2 picks. That's all the games, y'all.
Let me just say this, y'all. This will not always be an hour and 10 minutes. And I don't want it to become a running thing where we say that and it's always longer.
We did a 25-minute recap, though.
No, we did. We did. That's what it is. It's so funny because I can hear so much city out there. At one point, I could hear children running around. At one point, I could hear a train. That's a motherfucking Thomas the Train behind you.
That's the A train.
But put your thoughts in the comments. Did we get your favorite team picked right? Did we fuck it up? Did we miss out on respect? Do you feel like we tripping about anything? Are we right about what are we right about? What are we wrong about? Put in the comments. We want to see all of it. Big shout out to everybody that's watching. Also, once again, if you new, definitely subscribe to this channel so you could be here every week. Turn the notification bell on so that you get this when it drops because it's going to drop before that Thursday night game at some point on Wednesday. Anything from you, T?
100%, man. Yes, man. They there was a guy who commented, shout out to you, who told us that we need to do a pigskin pick'em with ESPN. It's basically a way for y'all to actually pick the games too, track your picks. You can see who has the better record of all of us. It'll be free. I'm gonna try to put the link in the description in the comments so that y'all can just click it. I don't know if you have to have an ESPN account or not. Most of you play fantasy football. A lot of you have the ESPN account. If you have that, you're already good. But I think it's a dope way for Terrell. You can actually go in and lock all your picks, and it keeps that record for you. I know you probably over there writing them down.
Yeah.
I think everybody should tap in on that, and then y'all are a part of it with us. It's not just us picking. Click the ESPN Pigskin Picks app, Terrell. I already created it, but this is the thing.
I bet.
They're talking about a $100,000 winning. I don't know where y'all getting that from. We just using the picks. So if you see...
How do we win?
I don't know. I've never done it before, y'all. So I'll put the link in and y'all can say, hey, bro, you need to go and fix it. But it's going to be called MalloryBros NFL Picks. But that's all I got. NFL Week 2. Raise hell. Hopefully we go out there and bust the Giants' ass. And yeah, we'll be back next week for Week 3.
Yes, sir. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
DC.
Oh, no.